interview segment whereby this afternoon we are joined by William Kamore, who is the content manager at LG Kenya, and we shall be taking a look at technology trends with a focus on television sets. Now, maybe to kick us off, how pronounced is the issue of counterfeit TVs in the market currently?
Okay, thank you very much for having me, Jackie. It's always a pleasure. So when talking about counterfeit, you find that especially in electronics, research was done by Anti-Counterfeit Agency in Kenya around 2019 coming to 2020, and taking into the factors affecting counterfeits in Kenya, we found that many businesses are affected by counterfeits, with electronics taking a major part of that, with about 18% of counterfeits being on electronics. So you find counterfeit is does create a lot of issues in this market.
And what are electronic companies maybe doing to address the issue of counterfeits?
Okay, so the issue of counterfeits, you find that it affects when in electronics, let's say, it will affect everyone, because you found that the same research found that companies also do experience a lot of losses in terms of counterfeit. And then also there are some companies which don't know their products are being counterfeited. So we'd like to also recommend the government for doing that research, because it enables some companies know where they stand. But in terms of electronics, I would say from a perspective of LG Electronics, we developed a system that will help the end users on how to be able to identify any not genuine product or not fit for this market, because at the end of the day, it's the end user or the consumer who goes with the product at home and uses it. So if it's not genuine, or if it's counterfeit, they will also suffer a lot of loss, and even in some cases fires. So that way LG has been able to introduce this system. So if you're going to buy let's say a television set, washing machine, you can be able to verify the product before you even purchase, to identify that it is actually genuine.
So as we shift from the issue of counterfeit, maybe tell us, why is the after-sale services such as wall mounting and software updates important to a buyer?
Okay, so for TVs especially, when you're talking about the televisions, you find like, for example, the TV you have here is wall mounted. So one of the things we do encourage also is having to identify what use you're going to use for your TV, for you to be able to wall mount it, let's say, because it will also affect the sound and also the vision on how you see. And when it comes to software update, just like your phones, you know, nowadays everything is interconnected, all our devices, all our systems. So just as the same way you normally update your software to get the most recent updates, and also in terms of security, because when technology also evolves, I can say also other people, let's say even like hackers, they also evolve. So there is a way also for you to continuously update your TV software, so that you can be able to receive the most current security settings.
Well, other than wall mounting and maybe software updates, what other after-sale services are important to the buyer?
To the buyer. So other after-sale services, I would say it's also when it comes to service, and also when it comes to maintenance. So being able to easily access the brand or the manufacturer of the product is also key in terms of after sales, because you need to have a product or a brand that, you know, in case anything might happen, it's easier for you to reach the particular person, and also in terms of knowing in case it needs, let's say, any part to be changed, how easy it will be to get for you.
Okay, so among the factors influencing the choice of a TV one or to acquire, like for instance, picture quality is one of the things people look out for in the market. Why is that important?
You see, with the evolution of TVs, I would say, because if you remember TVs back in the day when we had the normal CRT TVs, what they provided was, I usually say, they provide a window to other places or to other universe where you cannot be able to reach. So picture quality is key, because that's what actually you are seeing. So depending on the TV you do have, picture quality is key, because that is what will make you identify how best. And I mean, if you want to go, let's say, for a holiday, you want to go to, let's say, Mombasa or Elias Springs, like I've seen, your TV should be able to show you the real colors and how natural that place is. So picture quality is key when it comes to selection of a TV.
So we've seen that most Kenyans are going for bigger sized screens now, and with a range between 32-inch to 65, others up to 80,
Yes.
I understand. And now maybe the most preferred sizes, maybe tell us a bit about that.
So when it comes to sizes for TVs, you find when the evolution of TV came into being, like when we were growing up, we used to have 14-inch to 21 inches size of TVs, but TVs have evolved all the way to having LED TVs, to having nanocell TVs, and even OLED TVs that we have. So one of the things most consumers know when they're looking for a TV is the size. So even if you're going to market to buy a TV, you'll be like, I want a big screen TV. So when you go to determine the size that you want, you find that there are a lot of sizes nowadays. But with the way the world is going and the lifestyle most people are taking into, you find most people by last year we did a research and found most people are shifting to like 55 inches to 43 inches and all the way to even introducing 86 inches for your living room and for your house.
Okay. So should okay, maybe if I want to watch movies, if I want, depending on the use, should that like influence the size of the TV that I need to get?
Yes, that's a very good question because you find we found that most people don't know when or how to best choose their TV. So LG is running a campaign that we're calling How to Choose Your TV, and telling people, depending on the use of your TV, let's say if you want movies, if you like gaming, if you like sports, there is a TV that is particularly recommended for you and that fits your lifestyle, such that different technologies depend on the content that you are playing. So for example, like the LG OLED is best for gamings because there is low input lag and you get faster response rate. And talking about movies, I mean, you can only go bigger when you want to experience a TV. So it will tell you, it will help you to get the correct size for your TV. And also to add on that, not only on the content, we want also to educate consumers on where exactly you will be placing your TV, because also the room matters if you want to choose a TV. So from lighting to electricity to sound, all that will be determined by the choice of TV that you make.
Okay, so what are the features such as artificial intelligence, Bluetooth, and Dolby important for today's TV set?
Yes, so for today, you find that with the growing evolution of TVs and also with the technology that is coming back, you find that it is very hard not to incorporate these kinds of features to TVs. So like artificial intelligence, which relies mostly on deep learning, it means now the TV can be able to understand you, the user, how best you want your content, and also how best the TV can help in delivering this content to you. And also when it comes to other smart features, let's say like sound is also important. So incorporating with other big major brands when it comes to sound like Dolby, it gives you a much more better customer experience, and also it gives you more infotainment, because that's what TVs are for.
In terms of safety, we've seen some devices perhaps get spoiled, some explode. Maybe what are the safety measures that maybe as a user one needs to? I've bought a TV, but I need to. What do I need to do to ensure that it lasts for the intended time that
for the intended time? Okay, so like with any electronics, which we do encourage our customers to get, is once you get your product, ensure that you do connect it properly to a power source. So not directly, or let's say directly to a power source, and also ensure you take notice of any updates, like I mentioned, that any updates that the TV is giving, and also check on the brand, like I said. So the brand is what will determine what you get, and also key key is the warranty. So if you get a TV that gives you an extended warranty period of time, then that TV would be safe for you. Yeah.
So the warranty, it covers all sorts of damages, or it is limited to some extent?
Yeah, so the warranty covers manufacturer defaults. So let's say one day you had your TV and one day it just stopped working, or maybe without any fault of yours. So the warranty is covered, and it's actually for 2 years. So it covers any manufacturer default, any default that's not human caused, because you might break your TV intentionally.
So William, as we come to a close, maybe tell us what are your closing remarks?
So my closing remarks would be, with the growing age of technology, it's becoming harder and harder for people to get to know what kind of products they want to get. So once I would say, if you're looking for an appliance to buy, one, make sure you do your research on what exactly you want to get. And now, since we're talking about TVs, at the moment, LG is running a campaign on how to choose your TVs. So let LG help you on how best to choose your TV depending on the content that you want and also the room that you are using.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence here on Lunchtime News. That was William Kamore, who is the content manager at LG Kenya. Well, for now, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back.